You know, everybody asks, they're like, am I going to get to stomp grapes? No, we don't do any stomping. I don't want your feet anywhere near my wine.
Hey y'all, it's Mad Wine Chemist. We're here in Houston, Texas at Nice Vineyard and Winery. So come on, let's go.
Hey, well, welcome to Nice Winery.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, you are at the very first commercial winemaking vineyard planted inside the city limits of the city of Houston.
I'm really excited. Getting your winery on Mad Wine Chemist was very important to us.
Well, I love what you do, and I love all of the love you've shown to Texas wineries and putting us out there. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to have you here. So I'm Ryan. I am a winemaker and one of the owners here at Nice Winery. We're standing in our Founders Lounge where a lot of our best wine club members keep some of their wines and lockers and entertain. And well, we're gonna get started and have a fun day.
Yes, let's go look around, try some wine. I'm excited.
Well, we figured we had to put a little bit of wine in our glass, so we're drinking one of our Cabernets from our vineyards up in Washington State right now. And in this room, this is where the magic happens. So this is our Texas winemaking room. So we make our Texas whites and our Texas reds here. But Texas is not the only place that we make wine. We make wine in California. We make wine in Washington State, like we're drinking now. And we make wine down in Argentina as well.
Oh.
So this is our 18th year of making wine. And well, I love what I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, winemaking is such a journey. Like, when I fell in love with it, it's just amazing. And I can only imagine being in the business for 18 years and still having that passion and being able to share it with your customers.
Well, you know, I started all of this kind of journey 22 years ago. I moved to France and I enrolled at Le Cordon Bleu in Paris to study pastry, of all things. And while I was living in France, I was bit by the wine bug, as one does. We lived above a little wine shop, and I'd go down, and Claude, who was the owner of the wine shop, would look at whatever I'd brought in that day, baguettes or cheese or charcuterie, and he'd always have the perfect wine to pair with it. And I said, I want to know how to do that. That's amazing. Like, how, it's like magic. How do you always know which wine pairs with what food? So, after studying in France, I moved back to home here in Texas, then moved out to California, first trained to become a certified member of the Court of Master Sommeliers, then trained at UC Davis to become a winemaker and do what I love with the rest of my life.
I heard UC Davis has one of the best winemaking courses in America. So, like, how was that experience for you?
I had some amazing instructors that I've kept in touch with. I really loved connecting with people who have a passion for this. And also, there were students in my classes that were accomplished winemakers from all around the world that just wanted to take their level of education up to the next notch, and that was very fun to get to interact with them.
Yes, I plan to get into that Texas Tech course they recently started. So
yeah,
I want to see what they have.
It's great. It's great. Yeah,
Ian,
who is the other winemaker here, he did the viticulture course at Texas Tech, and it's great. So that's why he runs the vineyard here, and I kind of direct our education and winemaking operations. But you know, viticulture and enology are two very distinct disciplines. And so when we go out in the vineyard, I'll talk to the best of my ability about what's going on out there, but Ian's truly the expert about what happens out in the field.
Okay, so let's keep moving, right?
Yeah. So this is our grand tasting hall. This is where we do our Friday night wine club member dinners. Okay. So through that window there, our entire culinary team is working feverishly to prepare this week's dinners with produce from our organic vegetable and herb gardens, and then wines that I make from our various vineyards. So they're either 5 or 6 course paired dinners. that we do here in this room for our wine club members, and they sell out normally about 2 weeks before the dinner happens.
That is awesome. You guys spoil your wine club members.
Well, we have a really good time here. So I know I was telling you on the screen here, these are pictures of us with our wine club members in the different places where we travel to make our wines. So we actually take groups of our wine club members with us to Argentina and out to California and Washington State and here in Texas to help us make our wines in each one of those places.
That's awesome. And I love how you get your wine club members involved. Like, I know that's a big thing for wine club members. They want to feel special, and it seems like you really make your wine club members feel special.
Well, you know, everybody asks, they're like, am I going to get to stomp grapes? No, we don't do any stomping. I don't want your feet anywhere near my wine. But we do harvest and we do hand harvest. But you keep your feet to yourself.
Yeah, please keep your feet to yourself.
All right, well, we should head out into the vineyard.
Let's go to see what you have outside.
So this vineyard has 240 grapevines in it. It's all Blanc du Bois. So it is the most widely planted green grape varietal for winemaking in the state of Texas. We harvested this vineyard on July 9th of this year. And you know, we are still recovering from the devastating freeze that we had back in 2021. And I hope, knock on some wood here, let's do on this one. I hope we will have an even better harvest this coming year.
Oh yes, your vines look really healthy compared to some that I've seen at other vineyards. So it is a blessing, I guess, to be this far south.
Yes.
Growing grapes.
Yeah, and in the middle of the city.
Right?
Like the freeway is right there.
And with how fast Houston is expanding, that you have a vineyard on your property is amazing.
We're very blessed.
Yes, you are.
Well, let's find out how it is that we keep our vineyard free of pesticides, which is something we're really, really proud of. These are my 20 ladies and a couple boys that they eat all of the pests in the vineyard. Now, they are having a treat today because we harvested a lot of melons from our gardens this week, and it was too much for us to eat in time, and so the chickens are getting some melons today, and they love it. Oh yeah.
So there's 20 of them out here?
There are, so their home is over on the other side. Nope, we're getting a lot of action today.
Yeah.
Their home is over on the other side where they've got their coop. We also have 100,000 honeybees out here. So we do produce and harvest our own honey, and we use that in our cooking for all of our wine club member events and dinners. So here, we'll walk down here, you can see the beehives. All of our trees on the property are fruit bearing. So the idea is to have everything make food. So here are 2 of our 4 beehives, so you can see, and they're very active. And we just harvested the honey from these hives. We built a little door for them with a little screen on the outside to prevent invaders from coming in and stealing their honey.
I love how they use it, though.
Oh yeah.
They're actually like, this is amazing.
They're very smart. They know how to get in and out of their home, but the other bees from other hives will be confused by that little piece of screen there. Everyone should have beehives. Everyone should have beehives. So I always tell people, I say, if you want to know what's going to be on the menu in a couple weeks, just take a walk through our garden and you'll know what we're going to be serving at wine dinners. So right now, as you'll notice, eggplants are exploding in the garden. So when we walk down here, these are little baby Thai eggplants, these little green ones. And then we've got some white eggplants, we've got some black beauties over here. And we'll be harvesting those for our sake wine dinner. Yeah, we have a sake expert flying in, and we're going to be featuring some amazing sakes. Not that I make.
So you feature other winemakers in your winery?
That's right. We really try to highlight wines that are made by families, not by factories, wines that are made organically and sustainably. So the greenhouse is a building that we built specifically to have events where you felt like you were in the middle of the vineyard. So when you walk in, you'll see that on all sides, the greenhouse is surrounded by vines. And so we do wine classes and tasting events. So we're standing in the greenhouse, which is a pavilion that we built so that you could have the experience of being in the middle of the vineyard while at the same time having a wine class experience. We're not a wine bar. You can't come in and grab a glass of wine, belly up to a bar. Everything we do here is about wine education. So tonight one of our wine educators will be leading a class in this room. And so we do those almost every day that we're open. You can book either a wine and cheese pairing experience and class, or the thing that's really fun that I suggest doing is a 6 wine and 6 culinary pairing experience, which involves a wine educator and our chef. And each wine is expertly paired with a different bite that's been crafted for that wine. So it's about a 2-hour experience. Everything is booked in advance, so you've got to go online to nicewines.com and book that. But we do those on Saturdays, and we do them a few nights a week as well. So I'm sure you've figured out that when you go to a winery, every winery wants to talk about their wine club, right? It's like the bread and butter of how wineries run. And 99.9% of wineries, their wine club is their wines over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And when we started, Ian and I were both sommeliers, we're both chefs, and we're both local Houston guys who believe that family farming, family agriculture, sustainable winemaking is important and should be valued and preserved. And so I said, look, if we're gonna walk the walk and talk the talk of sustainable family-owned agriculture and family-owned winemaking, we need to put our money where our mouth is and truly promote other family-owned wineries like us. So we've sent out in our wine club, not just our wines, but also wines from our friend VJ Reddy up in Lubbock, up in the High Plains. We send out wines from our friends in California. This is a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc from my friend Pam Starr, who's a winemaker and owner at Crocker and Starr. And each month our wine club is one wine that I make and one wine made by friends of ours.
All right.
And in a year we never repeat a bottle. It's always something different. It's always about wine education. So I write prolifically about the wines that we send out because I want people to really learn. Because I think the more you know about wine, the more you're going to enjoy it.
Thank you. So what are the different levels that you offer, or is it one level?
No, there's 4 different clubs depending on what type of wine you like. There's 2 whites, there's a red and a white, there's 2 reds, and there's 2 premium reds. So all that information is on the website, all the different pricing levels, and more information than you can shake a stick at. The real thing, you should just come visit us. Yeah. Just book a tasting experience and come visit us.
Guys, y'all have to definitely come out to Nice Winery. This is an amazing, beautiful property with great wine. As you can tell, I finished my wine today. So visit Nice Winery at nicewines.com or come and visit their location in person right off the Beltway in Houston, Texas.
Cheers.
Cheers. We were lucky enough to receive a complimentary bottle of Nice Rosé, and I have to say, it was amazing. This crisp, mouth-watering rosé, which has a blend of the California style rosé with the French style rosé, and it's something that you definitely have to try. But on top of being a good wine, it's for a good cause. Every bottle of Nice Rosé so benefits the Rose. Since its launch in 1986, the Rose has served nearly 500,000 patients and is now the leading non-profit breast health care organization in Southeast Texas. So definitely grab a bottle of the Nice Rosé. Visit Nice Winery in Houston, Texas. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, y'all. And catch y'all next time. This is Mad Wine Chemist. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for watching Mad Wine Chemist. Don't forget to leave a comment and let us know what type of content you'd like to see in the future. If there's a food you would like to see paired, a wine you'd like to see made. And also, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for the latest from Mad Wine Chemist. See you guys next time.